All right, what's going on, guys? Listen, man. I know a lot of you people are interested in still asking questions. So I'll do my best to try to explain under better circumstances of why my absence is in this marriage, okay? All right. So at this age now, at 48, I'm learning now that choosing a woman, and not to be funny, it's like choosing a car, all right? Because you got to choose according to your financial, your financial progress or your financial status, right? Right? Let's just say I spend $5,000 on the car, right? It's not bad, but it's not good. You know what I mean? So you could get a lemon. You know what I'm saying? Anything can just tick and go on that engine. But you got to make sure you can afford this car, right? And not meaning in a manner of, I got the money, I'm going to go buy it. No. What if this car breaks down, okay? That's why you have to choose according to your status. Remember, it's the same analogy as dealing with a woman, okay? I'm just learning this. Now, if you get a foreign car, most of the times labor alone is $1,000, right? Okay. Now, you have to have the money to be able to cover these things if the warranty can't cover what you can cover, or the insurance, right? We getting there. We getting somewhere now. Follow me. Now, if you choose a woman above your status, 9 times out of 10, you got lucky. Just like if a woman choose above her status, you're supposed to always choose your status, but you can always shoot higher. You know what I'm saying? Always shoot for higher. But you got to be able to afford that breakdown, okay? Now, if that woman breaks down on you, you can't afford to fix it. That woman's junk, okay? And this happens in most instances. It happens when, in my instance, I left because I'm 100% sure that she's not right? And in many ways. I'm sure she's unfaithful, okay? She's sneaky about it. Women are always sneakier than men. I'm sorry to put it out there, women. You're always sneakier than men. But her actions just show it, right? Okay. But, cool. We all have our issues, right? All right. Now, but I believe, like I said, 100%, it's her issues. It's the way she, wants to live in a household. It's the way she wants to live her life. Everything is just off, right? So, okay. So I chose my status, right? But I can't afford the breakdown. I can't. Because I can't cover it. You know what I mean? So now this woman to me is what? She became useless. Like junk. Sad to say. I'm just putting it in terms that you can understand, like as far as a car. You know what I mean? But as far as a wife, it wouldn't be junk, it would be useless. Right? Because what good is the car? Now you gotta junk it and take less. You gotta take something less. You know what I mean? Not in the car factor, but I mean like in the man and woman's factor. It would be like because if a car is junk, you got to sell it for less. But if a woman is useless, sometimes you do a rebound. You know what I mean? You get something a little less, or you shoot for the stars again. Sometimes God will bless you and give you something even better than you had. You know what I mean? Got to pray and got to wait on it. But now I feel bad about this whole situation. I do have my good and bad days, guys. I'm glad you asked that. I do get stressed out. I get the normal emotions any human get, I think. But I don't get them as, or maybe I had them as hard in the beginning because of my anger and just the feeling of I can't believe, you know what I mean? This shit ended because of somebody else's mistakes, not mine. Like I would feel more comfortable if it was my mistakes, you know what I mean? But somebody else's faults and weird, you know what I mean? Just weird doings and the ways of life. I can't, it's something that it's hard to stomach, but I thank God, like this separation, it wasn't as devastating to me. You know what I mean? Because I think I expected it a long time ago. I was just waiting for the moment. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do have bad days, guys. Yeah, I do have good and bad days. You know what I mean? I feel like I made an investment, but I just couldn't cover the damage. You know what I mean? It wasn't worth getting a warranty on because I just wasn't sure. You know what I mean? And that was like. And I did explain to you guys what happened, I think, pretty much. I don't even want to explain it again because it's kind of embarrassing. You know what I mean? And I don't want to give other women ideas of how she moved to become sneaky and creepy. You know what I mean? That'd be weird. So I'm just gonna say, you know what I mean? We had issues. You know what I mean? And if you really want to know what happened, I explained in one of the videos about what happened. But yeah, man, my days be off sometime and stuff like that. But I think today pretty much was a day where I just felt I'm getting more in tune with my family and stuff. You know what I mean? Before I used to be just in tune with the house and the in-house family, whatever. But I'm getting in tune with family all around the city again, and you know what I mean? I'm starting to make content with different people and stuff like that. Starting to come up with new ideas. You know what I mean? You know, I'm starting to worry more about my health, or not even worry, but just pay more attention. You know what I mean? To my little workouts, to my, you know what I mean, what I eat, what I consume. It's just like I got more. So it's like a good and a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's always bad when people get divorced. It's always bad, I think, unless it's life threatening. If it's like, yo, he's beating her, or she's probably, you know, trying to kill him and poison his. Okay, it's over. Y'all gotta go. You know what I mean? But it's always bad when people get divorced. But it's understandable to God in some, you know, in some conditions. All right, and a woman, you know what I mean? When a woman cheats, a man can't go back to a woman. That's what the Bible says, you know what I mean? So I should have been out, you know what I mean? But I've had my faults, so I kind of accepted a few things, you know what I mean? Because I was like all over the city. But listen, man, either way it goes, it's going to bother you, man. Divorce is going to bother you, man. So I think for the most part, if you feel like you can, I mean, if you can look at your wife right now and like, I got to say it, like judge her, like, yo, she worth fixing when she breaks down. You know what I mean? And you can look at it right now and agree to them terms and sign that warranty. Like, yeah, man, like, yeah, go for it, shoot for it, and fight for your marriage when you do get married. You know what I mean? Fight for that, man, because it's everything is a bond. Especially after some years, you become one. You know what I mean? You're stuck. You're like this. You mimic each other. The way you look in the mirror, the way you brush your teeth, the way you know, sometimes the way you bop. And definitely some things you say. You say, you know, your words, names. That stuff stick with you for a while. But I think I'm in a shedding period right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like not concentrated on that that was my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to concentrate on the future and what can get better. You know what I mean? What can get better for me. And I think if any man is going through divorce, man, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, just, you know, a couple ideas I've shown you guys in side videos is just something to kind of like, it's other ways to exercise. You know what I mean? Not just your mind. You know, even after it's just good going to work out and come home, get the cooking and prepping because now you're working double time now. You know what I mean? You got to do everything yourself. So now that hustle is back in your life. It's like God put that hustle back in your life, that motivation, that goal again. Now you remember, like, oh, that's what I was shooting for in the first place. Hold up, let me get there. This was something that just added to my life, this extra family. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember that. Like, this was extra family. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be, just as you came together, you got to think of the reason why you should separate. You know what I mean? Because if it's no good and it's unfixable, of course you got to separate. If you're both thinking logically, you know what I mean? And I feel like in this instance, I mean, I don't even have to think logical. When something is in your face, thank God for that thing. You know, thank you, God, that you showed me. Because a lot of times, you don't find out until it's too late, until you're fully played. You know what I mean? When the whole city laughing at you and you know what I'm saying? Even if she laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? And they both laying on your couch later on while you looking stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't wait. So I thank God for throwing it in my face and letting me see. Like, it was just simple as adding 3 + 1, but in Chinese. But I just had to figure out the numbers and do some research. Like, what does this mean? What is this number? What is this number? I had to do research. And then, oh, that's 4. God damn. Pew. You know what I mean? Like, everything's off. So it's one of them moments. So, once again, thank you, God, for that eye-opener. But yeah, man, I'm good, fellas. I'm good. Today was a little stressful. It was a little stressful because I didn't have much to fill my day up with. You know what I'm saying? It was just like another regular day, basically. But I got some things coming, especially my new trip coming. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can get back. I can get down south. You know what I mean? I can do a bunch of filming down there while I'm there. And hopefully, if I can, gather enough funds, I can go from there to one more place I've been wanting to go for so long. And it's just, you know what I mean? It's just a surprise to see my baby girl, my daughter. Whoa, just surprise her in college. Like, hey, what are you doing? She'd be like, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, I was just in the neighborhood and just, Dad, you was not in the neighborhood way down here in Carolina. You know what I mean? So I miss my baby, man. I miss my baby. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, though, man, I thank y'all for checking in on me, man. You're doing your job, but I think I'm maintaining pretty good. You know what I mean? I hate the situation. I hate the outcome. But, man, listen, man, if God is moving this thing, I will not go against it. I will not. I refuse. You know what I mean? I refuse. I refuse is a good thing, man. It's a real good thing. I'm just kind of excited of this journey, man. You know what I mean? I've been excited now. I ain't gonna lie, I've been posting more now for the last week. Ever since I got that little thing on Twitch when Kai Cenat mentions you. Man, I seen that Kai Cenat mention me. That just gave me motivation. Like, man, okay, so yeah, my name is bonded. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I'm bonded on the internet for a second. He mentioned me. I'm bonded. Like, you know, you just feel like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it gave me motivation, man, to just pay attention to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's just like football players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't run the ball. Like, the quarterback can't hand me the ball off if I got shit on my mind. I'm going to be just running blind and shit, and the crowd going to be booing me, and I'm going to be out the game. You know what I mean? I got to be in this shit. If I got problems somewhere else, right now I'm playing the game. I got to finish this game. Women, why you think every time you go cut your man game off his PS5, he get crazy? Because he's locked in. Some men are not even thinking about the game they playing when they doing it, making these faces, and they thinking about life and curves they got to go through. Or work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or it's something. You know what I mean? Let that man play that PS5. Leave him alone. He trying to get something off his mind, girl. You know? All we got in life is sex and PS5s. You know? What you want from us, ladies? We can't go around like y'all laughing and faking each other's face and making up parties just to get a crowd of people to hear some music and act goofy and get drunk. That's what y'all do, ladies. I'm bored. Let's go to dinner and have the same thing I can cook in the refrigerator because we ain't been out in a while. Like, girl, bye. You know, let's save $1 and you learn how to cook. How about that? Because the shit you've been cooking ain't that good, girl. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You got to start thinking rational. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, you got to teach your partner how to be a partner. I believe most of the time, quote me on that, I believe most of the time, probably all the time, when you get with somebody, you got to teach them knowingly or unknowingly what you like and don't like. All right? Because if you ask each other that on the first date, you're going to find every reason in the world to leave each other alone. I'm telling you. Oh, I like catfish. Like, word, don't got catfish make your breath stink. You ain't supposed to eat it. And it's always the girls with the gold teeth. Let me see your teeth. You got gold teeth? Yep, she got a gold front. Damn, it's a catfish girl. No, I don't like her. You know what I mean? Just shut up sometime and learn. Just watch, observe. Because some people are real good actors and actresses where they'll lie their teeth off to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I was raised in the Catholic Church. Oh yes, I was in the third. And once they walk by the church, they wig smoking and, whoo, what is that? What we walking by, a church? Yeah, it's a church, Hooker. I mean, Miss Booker. The hell? It's crazy, man. Yeah, so yeah, lesson learned. Moving on. Am I dating yet? I wouldn't say dating. I haven't met no one new. I ain't going on dates, and you know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not dating. All right, so what was the other question? Oh, my man that told me about, yo, good looking, man. He said from the last video to this video, I can tell your energy changed. And yo, shout out to you. I should have had your name written down so I can, you know what I mean? But this right here was spontaneous. Shout out to you though. You know who you are. I didn't notice that my energy changed. I didn't notice that my spirit was changing and uplifting until you brought that up. So major shout out to you, yo, because that's what I'm saying. That's how, man, I feed off of y'all, man. I feed off of y'all. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. And yeah, yo, I made a cooking channel. Yo, today I make pasta salad, yo. I made pasta salad. And I did a video on it, yo. So y'all got time, check that out. I did a video on it. It was a good video. It was funny. You know, it was educational. Very delicious. Oh, my goodness. But y'all, boy, Mr. Syracuse is okay. I'm all right. I'm still alive. I ain't killed myself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Y'all boys got to excuse me. I forgot to tell y'all, I'm running a new counseling situation over here. So make sure y'all give all y'all ex-wives my phone number. I do y'all next. We'll counsel you men next. Give me all your ex-wives phone numbers. All right, thanks.